All right. This is very embarrassing for me. I don't typically. I typically do a lot of filtering in my head to change how I am perceived because it's just how I am. But I've been trying to not do that. And in the process of not doing that, I'm here with my guitar, and I had looked up literally how to play math rock because I think it's great. I think it's so cool, and like it's awesome. It sounds pretty, right? And this is great. It's by Nathan Goss. I don't know. Sorry, I've never seen this person before. Beautiful, and also like because it's I think being recorded on the phone, and the phone has like stereo. It sounds very pretty. I do hope to upload this to YouTube. I hope it's fair use, what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna hope that because I think it's very cool, and like for me, I'm trying to learn right now. I'm trying to educate myself and get better at the guitar because I like the guitar. It's fun. It's a really good instrument. It's a good interface for music. But yeah, like here we go. I guess like may as well rip into it. But anyway, I was trying to do actually metal stuff, which was going kind of fun. It was all right. Like if I do it real quick, maybe if I show it was metal temp, I think. If I just clock into this one real quick, it's pretty good. You might want to try. I'll figure out the audio afterwards, but I want to turn it down. But like. It's all right. Like this bass setup that I came up with, I think I ended up going with like using the built-in cab. And if I plug this into the reverb. I don't think I'm very good at metal. I'm still very early on learning metal properly. I think it's really, really challenging to like do it right. But I feel like that's a good starting point that I was given. And then if I turn that off and go back to this other one, I kind of morphed this into just like this. I'm still figuring out it's a little bit harsh. Oh yeah, no, I had to go to... Yeah, that's right. There we go. I like that. Like that sounds good, but it's like hyper compressed. If I bring this here, you can see. Oh yeah, this was like part of a pack of $300 worth of plugins I got for $3 because the creator of this was pissed off that Guitar Center started doing a sale without them, so they sold it at a sale for like 99% to drive sales away from Guitar Center. And I think it's the most badass thing I've ever seen in my life. I unfortunately don't remember their name. I need to figure that out because that's important. Anyway, a very good compressor. Yeah, so it's not like super compressed, but like it's enough that like I'm bringing up the goal is to bring up the input more. Actually, I should make it more compressed. And like it has some grunt, like it has some like clean and nasty like. Clean, nasty, like grunge to it. I like, and then there's options that make it a little harder. Like, it's a real like I don't know how to describe this. Like, I find this. Maybe I should find more plugins like this because this feels like this is a pre-programmed set of like ways things work, right? Rather than me literally crafting equalizers and combining things manually, which is great. I think that knowledge is great, but that's just not how I work. I like when I can feel the texture immediately. And that brings me to the point of this video, which is why I'm talking a lot, but right, like, so the math rock thing is tapping a lot. There's a lot of like pull-offs, like aggressive, like, right, like you're digging in, you're digging into it, right? And this one's great. It's pretty, first of all. Like, that's great. I wish I could do that. I'm hoping I can get to the point where I can do that, because that would be so cool. But I was playing along with it. I'm kind of sad because it's not an edited piece. It's kind of more of just a recorded piece, right? So there's a little bit of timing fluctuation and like pacing that like makes it a little difficult for me to kind of jam along with. But I found like I was in the middle of configuring that metal thing to make it work, and I was like trying to figure out how to get I was trying to figure out something with it. I won't, if I think about it, I'll get lost into it. But basically, I'm thinking really hard about how I'm being perceived, and it's making me like. Anyway, in the middle of trying to figure that out with the metal thing, I like started to just like, while I had this looping in the background, right? I just had this going because I can loop on YouTube, thankfully. Remember when looping wasn't a thing? And I was like, I found that goes really well with it. But what I started to really understand then, like, since I can implement it, right? The beauty in math rock for me is the textures that you can hear in like the right, like those are a lot of different sounds. Those are crazy sounds. You really think about it, like that's funny. You might have sat there and done that, but like think about it really, like let me turn off the gate real quick. That'll help that. I feel very passionately about that, and I hope I hope that that was as enjoyable to you as it was to me. Oh my god. I can tell my fingers are going to hurt from that. Like you probably can't see, there's like a little indent in it. But like ugh. Like, what is that? Who came up with that? Right? Like, who did that? I have no idea. Anyway, maybe to get to the point of why I made the video was to enjoy. Oh my god, my fingers are gonna kill me. But yeah, let's do that real quick. Yeah. Anyway. So I guess really the point to accentuate here is like, I hate the guitar because I have to do this, right? Like, right? Like, to me, that sounds like absolute shit, and I don't like that, and it just doesn't, like, I can, if I get it more in rhythm, it's just, for me, it's a lot harder to remember the scales. Like, I'm at a point where, like, I'm trying to learn the scales better, and it's just trying to categorize them perfectly is really hard for my brain, like, in the way that everyone wants me to. But, like, when I'm here, just, like, right, like, I can see, okay, 1, 2, 3, and it's, like, 1, 3, 5, or, like, 1 through 5. That's how I think about it, but... So then you find it's 1, 2, 3, and then next to each other 1, 2, 3. If I can show that, maybe, if that, yeah. So like 1, 2, 3, and then instead of going 4, 4, 5, 6, you go 1, 2, 3 again, and they're closer together. So you have these like. So then you hear that's all in key. It's major scale, right? Like whole, half, whole, half, right? Whole, half. Whole, half. That's the piano, right? So now I could just play the piano, right? Like, kind of. So instead of having to learn the techniques of how to move your fingers in the right way, and I'm not trying to be mean with that, like that's how you learn guitar, right? Like that's how I started learning, right? And that's how I got some of it. But now I can just press buttons instead of strumming, alternate picking, or whatever, like alternating, like down, up, down. No more memorization. I could just press the buttons. And the reason I thought about this and why I'm totally not going to do it great, but the reason I thought about this is what I learned a long time ago because I loved Eddie Van Halen. The rest of it I can't remember, but like, and I did that really shittily, of course, but like. Eddie Van Halen was a big inspiration for me, and like I'm hearing it now, like the way that he played the guitar is akin to how you could play a synthesizer, right? At least that's what my brain is thinking. And I don't know, sometimes when I say these things, I feel guilty because like I'm wondering, are these not original thoughts? Like, I don't know. I just like, it's been a really fun journey to like find these things and how they work. Like when my brain goes into this mode, it feels great because I can like think, it's expression, right? We can technically be good at anything. Like there's a technical level of mastery, right? Of using something in the intended way, which is great. But also like, anyway, I hope that makes sense. To get back off of the metal and go back to the, I don't know, like now I feel shy and embarrassed and annoyed that like I'm expressing my thoughts on this. Cause like, I don't know, like I can't like really whip something up because I'm just not that good yet. Like I don't think I'm that good. Like I don't have consistency, which is the problem. It's rare for me to have consistency. I have to really lock in it. Like once I get into the flow of doing it, like if I were to do this again, no, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, if I were to do this again real quick, just real quick. And then this one. It's 4 wide, right? That one's 4 wide here. I am flabbergasted. I might have to see if there's a guitar MIDI interface. Wait, there are MIDI guitars. I forgot my friend has one. But yeah, like, I don't know. For me, this is expression, right? This is the purest form of expression because I'm able to directly connect, even if I suck at it, right? You probably heard me a bit in there. Like, it was just hard to remember because I don't know. I think I need more practice with it, but like getting used to identifying where the scales are and stuff while I'm in this mode, that will help. But you could probably heard like some expression in there. Like, it was only like 20% of the time, but like I'd come up with something like you can hear intent, right? And like, that's what's also fun about stepping into other people's music, like learning another song and then getting it, right? Like, you're able to feel the expression of what they were expressing, right? If you really get into it. And maybe a little bit, right? Or you can apply your own expression of what it is, right? Like, I remember watching Ben Jordan show off I can't remember exactly what the video was, but it was about MIDI and control surfaces and like expressions and stuff. And like, for a piano, you can have piano keys, but you can also have pressure and you can have wiggle, right? Like, that's a new, like, not new, but like, I think it's maybe people don't really know a lot about it, because I didn't, for sure. Like, and I'm shocked because like I'm kind of, I'm generally interested in music, like instruments and stuff. I never really thought about expressing through a keyboard, right? Like, oh, that's not playing an instrument. Like, that's what I think in my head, because that's what I think someone would say to me if I were to do that, right? And like, I'm good at it, but I'm not good at it. Being able to control a sound through like pressure, right? And then wiggle. Like, at this point, that's my foundational expression for this method, right? And then with pull-offs are nice because you can... And then the guitar itself is making that sounds, right? Like, imagine having that level of control, but this was a digital thing and you can plug it into a synth, right? That is now what I'm thinking. Like, maybe I was right in that I would love to play a guitar, but it be a synth, right? Like, a synth in the format of this, because to me, this makes sense, right? Oh, that sounds so good. I love it. And then this is what I've been basing all my music on recently is... Because that's like my version of metal, is like the like... not really shoegaze, but like grungish like... Sounds like Everlong, of course, because it has to. Imagine yourself what you would feel or what atmosphere that is, right? For me, that's like overcast with like fall trees, and like, it's such a comfortable place of like, not depression, but like melancholy, right? And you're like... if you've ever seen Angel Beats, or if you've ever seen Soul Eater, Paper Moon, that's like my childhood. Also is like mysterious kind of. And comforting. Concerning. Comforting. I'm in my basement and I'm the underdog. I'm having an awakening. It's a serious awakening. And I'm having happier days because of it. I don't know, you can like storytell with it. Oh, I love guitar. That's me expressing myself, and I feel strange for it. I went to a concert. You might know who that is. It's Landmarks. I like Landmarks. I haven't known about them for long, but I went to their concert with a friend. I managed, I didn't have to fight anyone for it. It just fell to my feet, and I picked it up. Like, it was crazy. I used to use these green ones. This is what I normally use. But I learned that just because it's thicker, because I'm realizing now what happened. When I was younger, I was caught up in the heavy strings, big, thick pick. Yeah, caveman mentality, or like, yeah, like, rock, This thing is like, these are 0.88 millimeter, the green ones. I want to say this is probably in the realm of, it feels thin, like 0.5 or 0.4, but it has the strength of like a 0.6 if I'm gauging that, like if I'm estimating that. So it's like very, I can get the same kind of, every little individual pluck has strength. At least that's how my brain views it. I don't know if that's how it works in reality, but like, this is like precise. If I turn down that. Oh, I love that so much, dude. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for watching. Basically, give myself therapy. I'm very ashamed of who I am, but here I am, and hooray!